This is Corey Mack with Max Show MMA. I'm back again with another video. Sean Strickland. Sean fucking Strickland. Even I was wrong. We got to give the man his credit. We got to give him his due. All of that. Oh, they cheated the Chechnyan. Oh, they cheated the foreigner. Oh, they cheated for Sean. They wanted the American to win. Shut the fuck up. Give credit when it's due. And the thing is, that was a 50-50 fight. By the end of it, that shit could have went either way. So stop fucking getting on here crying when you're supposed to be you're supposed to be one of the most informative guys on YouTube, and you want to sit here and make baby bitch ass excuses. MMA Joey. Come on, bro. And I actually like him. I actually watch his videos. But all that fucking crying about how they cheated Khamzat, that ain't true, man. You just salty as fuck. And a lot more other YouTubers too. Give Sean his fucking credit. Give Sean his credit, man. That was a great fight. Even I was wrong. But I want to give Khamzat his credit because he gassed out in the second round. Looked like he came back and built his way back into the fight. That was a great fight. Don't take away from a great fight by talking about how somebody got cheated. No fucking body got cheated. Stop the lies. You just biased and you salty. Like I said, that goes for a lot more other YouTubers too. I'ma always keep it real where the fuck I'm at. On this motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if I got 10 followers. I'ma always keep it real to my 10 followers that's watching. I'ma always be honest. And even I was wrong. I predicted Khamzat would run through Sean Strickland in the first or second round and submit him. That did not happen. But let me just tell y'all overall, me personally, watching it live, I had Khamzat winning 3-2. 3 rounds to 2. I had Khamzat winning the first round, 4th round, and 5th round. I did rewatch it this morning, and I did have Sean Strickland winning the 2nd round, the 3rd round, and the 5th round. But let's go through it round by round. And just as a note, I think the significant strikes overall, for the whole fight, Sean Strickland landed 133 to Khamzat's like 98 or something like that. Sean Strickland outstruck him basically all but 1 round, I want to say. It was a great fight, like I said. So let's go through it round by round. Round 1, Khamzat clearly won. Khamzat came out, took Sean Strickland down. He controlled him. He had his back. He just did his thing. He did his normal Khamzat thing. He wasn't as dominant with the position as we seen him be in previous fights. But nonetheless, he controlled Sean Strickland, had him in bad positions. Looked like he was going to lock up the rear naked choke a few times, actually. But Sean Strickland did really good at fighting hands, and Khamzat didn't get that shit off. Going into the 2nd round, Khamzat stood for a little while, tried to shoot, and everybody immediately noticed, including Sean Strickland. Khamzat was tired. Khamzat was tired. He was already gassed. Sean Strickland, I think Khamzat pulled guard twice, bro. He fucking pulled guard twice. Sean Strickland, one of them, the last time he pulled guard, Sean Strickland got on top of him. He landed some pretty good ground and pound and eventually let Khamzat back up. And Sean Strickland, I just want to say his jab was smoking Khamzat all fucking night. Active with that lead hand. He was jabbing. He did good at following up with the right at times. He basically beat Khamzat with a jab. Just jabbing him all fucking night. Had Khamzat face pretty busted up. I mean, that jab, he got one of the best, if not the best jab in MMA. So we moving on to the 3rd round. Sean Strickland again. I mean, he busting Khamzat up. He's tagging him on the feet. Khamzat did not shoot one time this round because I think even in his mind, he knew, okay, if I try to shoot, and if I don't get it, I'm going to gas out again and potentially get finished. So he didn't do that shit again. He didn't shoot the whole 3rd round. Sean Strickland did good once again, just peppering him with the jab, following up with the right. He even hit Khamzat with some good body shots. Now, Khamzat was coming forward the whole time. Much respect, due to Khamzat. Khamzat was coming forward the whole time. He just could not get any significant offense going because his punches started to become labored. You could see them coming because he was so tired. And Sean Strickland seen that, and Sean Strickland started seeing the shots coming from Khamzat. Now, to Khamzat credit, he was still landing just because of his pressure. He kept Sean Strickland on the back foot the whole fight. And even though he kept Sean Strickland on the back foot the whole fight, again, he could not get his offense going a lot of times because, again, his shots was labored. And Sean Strickland was just peppering him with the jab, peppering him with the jab, peppering him with the jab, just constantly. And Khamzat's face was pretty busted up after the 3rd round. So again, that's another round for Sean Strickland. Round 1, Khamzat. Round 2 and 3 for Strickland. Going into the 4th round. I have Khamzat winning this round. Khamzat was aggressive like he normally is. Khamzat started landing big shots. Now Sean Strickland's face started to get a little bit busted up. He's bleeding from the nose pretty bad. And Khamzat just walking Sean Strickland the fuck down. I mean, he landed body shots. He even landed a pretty big right hand that made Sean stumble all the way to the cage. I want to say like a minute or two into the fourth round. And again, Sean Strickland was still going on with the jab, but he couldn't get it going as much because he even noticed Khamzat was hitting a little bit more harder and Khamzat was a little bit more accurate. And then eventually Khamzat was able to get a takedown. Not much control, but he did enough. He did enough to score on the scorecards and make it look good and paired up with also what he had did on the feet. So it was a pretty good round for Khamzat. I thought it was pretty clear. Round 4 went to Khamzat. Round 5 is the swing round. This is the round where it was either going to make or break whoever lost this fight or whoever won. Because again, it all depends on what you see and how you view it. Do you value control and takedowns, or do you value what a person did on the feet a lot more, the activity? And in my opinion, watching this 5th round, when I first watched it versus when I rewatched it again this morning, Sean Strickland did more damage overall. He did. He landed the better shots. He stayed on his feet long enough to where Khamzat did get takedowns. Don't get me wrong. Khamzat looked good for the most part. He took Sean Strickland down, I want to say 2 to 3 times, but he didn't really do anything with the positions. Sean Strickland was able to get up those 2-3 times. He took Sean Strickland down. Sean Strickland was able to work his way back up and get it on the feet. Khamzat didn't have enough control time. He did not have enough dominant positions for me to really consider that. Again, you don't get points for stuffing takedowns, but you damn sure shouldn't get points for taking a person down and not having enough control time or doing no damage at all. Khamzat didn't do any damage with those takedowns, nor did he have control enough for it to be a significant part enough for him to win that round either. Sean Strickland kept that shit on the feet long enough to where he got his offense going once again, peppered Khamzat with the jab, followed up with the right a few times. He landed some clean shots. He was the cleaner fighter in the 5th round. It's just that simple. Again, watching it live, I slightly gave it to Khamzat because you're so used to him getting the takedowns. He got the takedown 2-3 times. He had some solid control time, but again, he did no damage with it. And it was all Sean Strickland on the feet, to be honest. Again, that jab was landing all night, bro. That jab, he got a blinding ass jab. That jab landed from the fucking 2nd round all the way to the 5th with consistency. Literally beat Khamzat with a jab, honestly. Again, that's what he did. Sean Strickland won that 5th round, 100%. And again, it depends on how you view it. This fight could have went either way. I'm not saying I'm just 100% right and what I say goes, but when I rewatched it, Sean Strickland rounds 2 and 3 and 5. Khamzat round 1 and round 4. And I'm sure that's probably how most people judged it. And looking at those judges' scorecard, one of the judges did give Khamzat the 5th round, and Khamzat won on that scorecard. And I'm not mad at that. Again, the fight could have went either way, especially watching it live. Watching it live is a lot different from watching it the next morning. So it's not that easy to judge fights at first glance. It's not. But all that Sean Strickland, they cheated for him, and Khamzat, Khamzat should have won. They cheated him. Let's stop that, bro. Let's stop that bullshit narrative. It was a great fight, one of the best middleweight title fights. Sean Strickland becomes only the 2nd middleweight fighter to ever regain his title after losing it. The first one to do it was Israel Adesanya when he got it back from Alex Pereira by knocking him out after he got finished by Alex Pereira. And now Sean Strickland, he gets it back. And it's weird because I kind of used MMA math before this fight. I'm like, well, DDP got more dog, and DDP beat Sean Strickland twice. And then what Khamzat did to him, I don't see Khamzat not doing the same to Sean Strickland. How is Sean Strickland going to beat Khamzat when DDP beat him twice? And it's just MMA math never fucking works. And not that I was solely basing my opinion or my prediction off of MMA math. I was putting a lot of reasons with it. I just put that in there as well, as like the cherry on top. But man, much props to Sean Strickland. After the first round, he kept that shit on the feet and he pieced Khamzat the fuck up. Again, Khamzat is a warrior. Khamzat kept coming forward, but we got to give Sean Strickland his credit. He earned that shit. And now, where did this middleweight division go from here? Because at the press conference, Dana White basically said Khamzat is moving up to 205. So now that opened up the floodgates at middleweight. And in my opinion, it should be Imavov next. Imavov should be next for the title. I don't know what the fuck going on with the Imavov situation. Dana White was asked about Imavov getting his title shot, and Dana White just kind of, I don't know. I don't make fights the night of the fights or whatever the fuck he said. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? Because I would love to see that rematch. I would love to see that rematch. And now DDP is back in the title picture if he can get a win. Or I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking get a shot to him as much as they just stiffen Imavov the way they doing. So I don't know what the fuck going on with that. But Imavov should be the rightful number one contender. I think we need to see that rematch. And I think DDP should get another win. And then, you know, we can go from there. Or, shit, they've been trying to hype up Joe Pyfer as much as they've been wanting to. Shit, they might even just say fuck it and throw Joe Pyfer in there. I wouldn't fucking be surprised. But this is where they fucked up at, in my opinion. If they would have had Khamzat and Sean Strickland fight a little bit earlier in the year, you could have possibly had Sean Strickland for the UFC White House card. You could have potentially had 2 Americans fighting for the middleweight belt with Joe Pyfer and Sean Strickland. That would have been the fucking banger. That would have been fire. So UFC kind of fucking fumbled because you could have had 2 Americans in a title fight. That's a fucking win-win. Because I think it's kind of disastrous that, you know, you don't got many Americans on that fucking White House card and, you know, the way you should in significant spots. And then for the 2 title fights you only got 1 American and it ain't looking good for him. It look like he finna go get knocked the fuck out. So, yeah, they kind of fumbled that. But, man, much respect to Sean Strickland. He got that done. He is your rightful winner, in my opinion. Again, could have went either way. Much respect to Khamzat as well, but he definitely need to move up. The weight cut was not that good to him, according to sources and reports and stuff like that. But we ain't taking nothing away from Sean Strickland. He earned that. He showed his dog. He showed his heart. Congratulations, Sean Strickland. You did something that I ain't even think you was going to do. So much respect, y'all. So if y'all like this video, like any more other videos, please please comment. Let me know what y'all think as well. Subscribe. I do this for y'all. The more subscribers, the better. I'm going to keep making videos. More videos will be dropping soon. We got a lot to talk about. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.